Hi everyone, this is Kaz at American Paw Paws. Hope you're all keeping well. So today we're going to start the process of making paw paw jam. So I have a few paw paws here with me, and then what we're going to do is I'll show you a couple of paw paws that will take the pulp out of. So this is quite soft. Just cut it through the middle. Get two sections. Oh, this is lovely, nice gold color. Really large seeds. The smell is oh, it's out of this world. It's quite aromatic, overpowering. So yeah, let's just scoop this out into the bowl. It comes out quite easily. It's just like taking ice cream, scooping out ice cream. But there you go. Just careful not to go too far deep into the towards the skin, but that's good. Do this after as well. The jam is going to be absolute divine. I can't wait to taste it. Okay, that's one. That's pulp from one paw paw, quite a lot there. I'll be taking the seeds out a bit later on. And let's cut open the next one. So this is a bit firmer. Oh wow, look at that. It's slightly more whitish, creamy in color, and firmer. So I mean, probably not as ripe as the other one, but still it's ripe enough to eat. The seeds are nice and big and long. Okay, let's take out the flesh in this. The smell isn't as overpowering as the other one. So you know, you can see straight away the differences between different cultivars, different paw paw trees and fruit. You get difference in the color, in the makeup of the flesh itself, and the taste will be different as well. But for jam making, we're going to take the pulp out of quite a few paw paws that I have, mix them all together, and then bottle them up. Okay, so this one's done as well. Okay, good. So that's out of two sort of medium-sized paw paws. Looking good. Alright, so we'll get on to the next stage of making the jam. Nice, beautiful pulp. Quite a few paw paws, lovely golden color. Can't wait. So let's look at the ingredients. We've got the paw paw pulp, we've got the sugar, the lemon to help it set, and pectin as well. That'll guarantee that it's going to set. So we've got the pan on the stove. Don't know why I call it a stove. And in goes the pulp. Set the temperature. Oh no, we're going to add the sugar in very soon. No, yeah, we are going to set the temperature of the stove. And then the sugar is going to come in. Look away if you're averse to sugar. This much sugar anyway. Right, it'll all get stirred in. The idea is to melt the sugar slowly with the pulp, so it'll be on a slow heat really. Just to let you know, I'm not going to show you the whole process of cooking. It'll be far too long and tedious for you. The whole process end to end in terms of cooking is 15 minutes, and then the filling of the jars. But so I've taken a lot of the video out. I'm just showing the relevant bits. So we're getting a nice color here. It's breaking down the bigger bits, so we don't have such huge bits of pulp in the jam at the end. We did pulp the paw paws quite quickly, and so we've got a few quite large pieces in there. we had a lot to do, so it was a quick process. We had a production line going. There were 3 of us cutting open the pawpaw, spooning out the pulp, and then removing the seeds. Okay, so now we are putting in the lemon juice slowly. There we go. Okie dokie. And stir that in. Stir. At this point, our mouths were watering with the prospect of trying this at the end. Yes, so very excited. We did enjoy making the jam. We're getting a bit of froth at the top there. That'll all disappear. Just you have to just keep it cooking. We did do a trial run with some mango earlier in the summer. We made some mango jam with some passion fruit in there. That was absolutely delicious. We shared it with our family, friends. Excellent. The color's looking really nice. Some translucency going on there. And then we're taking it off the stove, so to add the pectin in. Well, that's what the recipe says, so that's what we're doing. The pectin will help it set faster. That's why you only need really 15 minutes, maybe 17 most. We have followed another recipe that takes about hour and a half for the other jam, one of the other jams, but this is a faster way of doing it. Lots of stirring, and then just removing that froth at the top there, mixing it in. It'll all get dissolved. So it's bubbling away nicely now, so it's just getting the right temperature. Okay, we're all done. We're going to set it aside. We had put in some plates, my favorite Eternal Bow plates, into the freezer to cool them down to do the set test. So here's one of them. So just ladle a bit of jam onto that. Just let it cool down a bit, and then we'll run the finger through it. Or rather, Jay will run the finger through it. Okay, nearly there. So whilst we've been making the jam, we've had some jars, lids, and a pouring jug being sterilized in the oven for about half an hour or a bit more, I believe. Jay's just tending to that now. So nearly ready to do the test. So we'll run the finger through it. Jay will do that. And then we see a nice crease forming ahead of the finger. That's the good sign. And the jam doesn't go back on itself, so it's all ready to go. We're ready to fill the jars. So we'll get the jars and the lids and the pouring jug out of the oven. It is rather hot. Jay is using a towel, you notice, to hold the jug. We found this to be the best way of pouring the jam into the jars. Doing the other way, straight from the pan into the jars, was really messy and a lot of cleaning up to do. So we prefer this method, as you'll see in a second. Right, there you go. It goes in quite nicely, very neatly. It doesn't get onto the outside of the jars. And just fill it up to the top. Fantastic. All done. Oh, no, tiny bit more. Yep, okay, cool. No, just a bit more of a top up. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll put the lid on and hand tighten those. The idea is that when the jam and the jars cool, a vacuum will be created inside, and that will create a nice tight seal between the rim of the jar and the rubber seal that you can see on the inside of the lids. That will ensure that the jar is kept on the shelves for at least a year. So cool, all done. Now we'll fill up the rest of the jars. Hi everyone. So we've looked at the jam making process. We've got quite a bit of fruit to come off the trees, and you know, of course, it doesn't stay on the workshop, so we had to process the fruit. And what better way than the jams that you've seen us make. So we've got two different types here. This one here is made from paw paw varieties sourced in Europe, from premium selected varieties. So for example, some of the varieties are Alhorn, Overlis, Prima, Tollgate, KSU Benson. That's in this. And then we have this type here, which is jam made from British grown paw paws, specifically from my garden. So this is a mixture of sunflower and my unnamed seedling number 3. Both taste absolutely divine. So if you want to purchase this, have a look at a link in the description below. We've got more of the European version than the UK version. Roughly in total we've got about 20-25 jars, so they may run out. I'll put a link in the description below. I hope you can buy that and enjoy that over the next few months. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so we've got limited numbers of jars available. We have more of those than this. Of course, we had less fruit of this. Have a look in the description below for a link to purchase the jam, and enjoy that hopefully over the coming months and possibly Christmas period. Yeah, okay. Hi guys, good morning, hope you're keeping well. This is Kaz, London Paw Paws. So it's coming to the end of the season. We've got autumn colours on the trees here. We've got a few fruit hanging on, waiting to ripen. I'm sure they'll be ready in another week or so. And we had some fruit coming off, so we had to process that. And one of the ways we've done it is making some jam, which you've just seen. We have, no, hang on, they're the wrong way around.